Vicky, what are you doing up and out of bed?
What are you doing at my door?
Well, I came to bring you a welcome-home present.
Did you? How very nice. What's in here? Costume jewelry, a red wig, maybe?
I really came to talk to you, Vicky.
Uh-huh. More lies, tales, claims of false friendship?
No. The truth. I came to tell you the truth.
You better come in.
Well, how are you, Vicky?
Let's skip the niceties, shall we?
All right, fine. Well, here it is.
Oh, just a minute. Clint is on his way in, and I would very much like him to hear this from your lips, so that
Vicky.
you can't change anything later.
Vicky, please, no one. I'll make a full
Oh, Maria. What's going on?
Maria has a few things to confess to, my darling.
Confess?
Come on, Maria. Speak up. If you don't tell Clint, then I will tell him everything that I've just been told and what I now very clearly remember.
I came here to set things straight with you. I promised myself that when you got out of the hospital, I would tell you the whole story.
Yeah, I don't think you would have bothered if I hadn't regained my memory or if Tom hadn't discovered the truth.
Tom? What's Tom got to do with this?
Tom knows everything. That's what he wanted to tell me just now. And I was on my way to tell you, and then Maria came in, so I'll let her tell you instead.
Vicky, can't we keep this between us, please?
No! That is no more possible.
But you always have been a very compassionate woman.
Yes, though there are some people in this world who deserve compassion. You are not one of them. There is no way on this earth that I would keep silent about this.
But this really doesn't concern Clint.
Wait a minute. What do you mean it doesn't concern me? I have the very distinct impression that it does concern me. Now, what the hell is going on?
Clint, everything she did was because of you, and I really do think it's time you learned it. So if you don't tell him, I will.
Clint, I don't want you to hate me. All I ever wanted was your love. I was so desperate that I never realized what terrible pain I might cause.
You saw the pain, Maria. You saw the hell you put us through. God, you must have been overjoyed when you realized that your plan was working.
No, that isn't true, Vicky. The truth is that I just couldn't help myself. You see, after I planted that red wig...
What red wig? Nicky Smith's red wig?
Yes. Maria is the person who put the wig in the trunk of my car.
Wait a minute. You mean you helped Allison Perkins kidnap our daughter, and then you made it look like Nicky Smith had done it? Is that what this confession is all about?
Lawrence programmed Allison before he was killed. He programmed her to hurt you.
Did he program you too?
I knew nothing about the kidnapping, I swear to you. I knew nothing until after Allison had taken Jessica. Well, when I discovered that it was her, I just tried to help her.
Help her? Why didn't you help Jessica? Why didn't you help us?
Well, Allison was so overwrought. I was just so afraid that she would take Jessica out of town.
Overwrought? Why didn't you tell the police?
Because I was afraid that Mitch may have programmed her to hurt the baby if the police were involved. Clint, you can't imagine what an awful state that poor girl was in.
That poor girl? To hell with that poor girl. She's a kidnapper. She kidnapped our baby. Why didn't you tell us?
I thought I could get Jessica back here. That's all I was concerned about.
You had a great deal more on your mind than that, Maria.
No, I mean, there was no time to think. It all happened so fast.
Funny, you had plenty of time to come up with a plan to blame me for everything, and it was your idea to bring Jessica back at night to make it look like Nicky Smith had come back.
Well, it just seemed safer to get her back after dark.
Then why on earth did you call me on the telephone and ask me to go to a deserted parking lot and wait for my baby? Or maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was Allison who phoned, doing exactly what you told her to do. The point is, Maria, you knew perfectly well I would never be able to account for my time, and that everyone, including me, would believe that Nicky had come back. And then to make sure that there were absolutely no more doubts, you went ahead and put the wig and the dress in the trunk of my car. It was the perfect opportunity for you to destroy our marriage. And when I think of it, she almost succeeded in destroying both of us.
No, I never wanted to destroy you.
What in heaven's name did you think was going to happen to me when I thought that Nicky Smith had come back? Of course you wanted to drive me insane. You wanted me to go spend the rest of my days in a sanitarium so that you could steal my husband and my children.
I swear to you, that is not what I wanted. I just thought that if Clint didn't have enough faith to believe that you were telling the truth, well, then your marriage wasn't worth saving anyway.
Maria, you set the whole thing up so that there was no way that he could possibly believe me, didn't you? Once we began to have problems, you did everything in your power to make everything worse, including lying on the witness stand at the custody hearing. Of course you wanted to destroy me, and if my children were going to be hurt in the process, that didn't matter to you. Nothing else mattered to you.
You were in love with Tom. I thought you'd be happy with him, and I knew that I could make Clint happy, and I just thought that it would all work out for all of us.
Clint and I were perfectly happy before our baby was kidnapped. And you couldn't stand it, could you? You didn't just take advantage of the fallout from the kidnapping. You caused it all. You are the most vicious, most selfish, most monstrous creature I've ever had to...
Hold it. Would you mind leaving us alone? I'd like some time with Maria.
At least you understand it, for that I am so grateful.
Oh, I understand, Maria. I understand. And I want you to know that I hate every word you said, hate everything you've done, every excuse you've made. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever felt so much hatred for any human being in my whole entire life.
Clint, don't look at me like that.
Like what? Like what? Like I'd like to throttle you? Like I'd like to throw you through a wall? Because if you were a man, that's exactly what I do to you. But I haven't yet, anyway, taken to batting women around, although God knows you damn sure do deserve it.
Bucky, please.
Don't call me Bucky. And don't come begging or pleading to me for any compassion and understanding, because it just falls on deaf ears, Maria. So save your breath. You betrayed any compassion or understanding that I've ever offered you.
All I wanted was a chance to love you.
Love? At Vicky's expense? At the expense of my family's happiness? What kind of love is that, Maria? My God, Vicky almost died because of you.
Oh, no, you can't blame me for that. I wasn't the cause of Vicky's aneurysm.
The pressure that your sick, demented tricks put on her didn't help her any. If it hadn't been for you, Vicky would have been all right. I was a damn fool to doubt Vicky, but I was an absolute idiot to ever believe you.
Clint, please.
I don't want to hear any more excuses.
No, there are no more. If you would at least understand that I was driven by a love that I could not control.
Bull!
A love that your father took from me so many years ago. But it never died. I was just so desperate to make you happy and to be with you and to love you the way it used to be before Acre stole all those years from us.
More bull!
For you, Vicky. She tried to destroy our family. And then she had the gall to believe that I was going to understand her love. All that bull about love.
Please calm down.
I am calmer now than I have been since I first heard this horror story.
I know, I was so afraid you were going to lose control with Maria.
Well, I damn near did. I came that close. And I'm not too sure that I'd really regret batting her around just a little bit.
Yes, of course you would. Besides, you don't want to sink to her level.
I know. The reason I asked you to leave was because if you had stayed, I'm sure that she would have thought what I was saying to her was being said for your benefit. Does that make any sense to you? Do you understand?
I'm quite sure you got your point across.
Oh, you damn straight I got it across. And when Cord hears it,
Where are you going?
I'm going over to Sandra's house and talk to Cord.
No, I can't let you do that, darling.
And why not?
Because you're much too angry. I just don't think it would be wise to go over there with this kind of disastrous news.